Stud. Tomorrow night, not one referee, but two referees. Two referees that keep their eyes on John Studd. Two referees that make sure John Studd doesn't cross the line one time. Two referees to make sure that Angelo King Kong Mosca wins the Canadian Heavyweight Championship. Two referees to make sure that Frank Tunney, the great promoter in Toronto, has a Canadian for the Canadian Heavyweight Championship. Two referees to watch John Studd's every move. Well, Angelo King Kong Mosca, you and Frank Tunney might have John Studd backed in the corner, but I'm going to come out of that corner fighting, and I'm going to come out fighting hard. As far as I'm concerned, I'm the greatest Canadian champion that there ever was. And as far as I'm concerned, Mosca, you could have 3 referees, 4 referees, 5 referees. I'll overcome it, Mosca, and I'll leave you laying in the center of the ring.
Tomorrow night, 7:30 p.m. in Toronto's Maple Leaf Gardens.
5 years, Ric Flair, I walked all around the world, down every street in every city throughout the world, as the ultimate man in professional wrestling. The man that could say he could beat any man that walked before him. You've never beaten me yet. And in Toronto, Canada, buddy, my town, the town that put the world's title back in my hands. The ring was filled with people. When Harley Race defeated Terry Funk in 1977 in Toronto, Canada. Toronto is my spot. And Ric Flair, let me tell you something. I am coming to Canada to make myself the ultimate man in the history of all wrestling. 7 times world heavyweight champion.
Welcome back to Maple Leaf Gardens. John McGolvery along with Billy Red Lyons, and this is one they came to see. The left-hand side of the screen, just disrobing. 305 pounds of Killer Khan from Mongolia up against the St. Louis Buzzsaw. 240 pounds of Johnny Weaver. He has his work cut out for him.
Does he ever, John? You know, look at the size of this Killer Khan. 305 pounds, and as he put together, Killer Khan. And for a man 305 pounds, doesn't he move, John?
It's amazing that he has the moves that he does. Very dexterous. But if the Buzzsaw can only get wound up, use his speed. Khan likes to work in that area of the back.
And whips him back into the turnbuckle. Johnny Weaver bounces out into the middle of the ring.
He is working Weaver over right now.
Killer Khan sits on his back, reaches down, has a front face lock.
That would do me in, just sitting on me.
Oh, you get all that weight on your back. Very hard to make a counter from this position, especially when you've had a fellow like Killer Khan working on your back, chopping away the way he was. However, Johnny Weaver still got lots of fight left in him.
He's got lots of support, too. You could hear the fans in a rhythmic-type clap that Weaver has heard before. Now, whether or not he could hear that with that vice-like grip of Khan's around his ears and face remains to be seen, but that has worked wonders before in the past for Johnny Weaver.
Well, now Weaver's trying to get into position to make a counter. He's got a hold of both legs. Now, if he could just get under a little further, up he did it. He got out of there. However, he's going to have to get on his bicycle and start moving away from this Khan if he hopes to upset this big fellow from Mongolia.
That's the secret. You can't play his game and hope to win, so you're going to have to keep on the move.
Oh, you can't stand toe-to-toe with a fellow like Khan.
If he gets his way in the ring, it could be fatal.
Well, there we see Johnny Weaver try to pull a leg out from under him, but just didn't have quite enough strength. Khan still working on that back. Hits him once again, whips him into the ropes. Catches him with a double chop as he bounces off the ropes. Now stomps in the middle of the back.
And for the most part, Khan has had pretty well his own way. The crowd is just bursting at the seams, hoping that a guy who has given them a lot of good moments here can do something about it.
And Johnny Weaver moved just in the nick of time. And you must remember, when Khan comes down, that's 305 pounds coming through the air.
Turnbuckle. And Weaver may be about to do his thing. Sleeper!
He's got him hooked to that sleeper, John. And we could have an upset here if Weaver can manage to keep him in the center of that ring. And no, he couldn't quite hold it. Now Khan comes off again.
305 pounds over his back.
Somehow reached down.
It's amazing. The only way he can get the sleeper on him is to straddle him because he's not tall enough to do it the conventional way.
Oh, and Khan ran into that turnbuckle. Weaver head first right over that turnbuckle. No doubt he dazed himself there. He doesn't know quite where he's at now. Now Khan reaches him up to his side. Backbreaker, down he comes. Johnny Weaver in a bad way right now.
He's on the second story.
Up in the second story, and you're looking at 305 pounds of down.
Oh!
And what a vicious knee drop that was, John. We could have a winner right here.
3. That would finish anybody. There's your winner. Let's get it officially at ringside from Norm.
Then Ric Flair. There are very few athletes that can tell everybody they're the best and then stand there with something that weighs 10 pounds, something that's solid gold, and something that says World Heavyweight Champion on it. You know what I'm telling you, Toronto? And baby, we've come a long way, haven't we, Toronto? You've loved me, and you've hated me, and you've loved me, and you've hated me. It's never really made any difference. The main thing is, Toronto, that you have learned to respect me. Because, let's face it, you don't have a world champion in that hockey team, and you don't have a world champion in that baseball team. And you sure as heck don't have a world champion in that football team. So I guess that makes Ric Flair the world champion in your hearts and in your mind. And Dory Funk Jr., the legend that you might be, October 17th, right here in Toronto, Daddy. You got to face Toronto's world champion. The best that professional wrestling has to offer, Funk. And brother, the 17th, I'm going to take you apart piece by piece in Toronto. Woo!
This is my chance for the World's Heavyweight Championship belt. 10 pounds of solid gold. You know what that's worth, right? And so do all those people that are out there watching. But it's worth more than that. If you're World Heavyweight Champion, it means that you are the best at what you do. And I happen to be a professional wrestler, and every athlete that decided that he wanted to be a wrestler, from the first day he pulled on his wrestling tights, he has in his mind the ambition at some time to have the chance to be National Wrestling Alliance World Heavyweight Champion. And I'm just as excited about it right now. I've been training just as hard. You know, in the past, I was World Heavyweight Champion for 4.5 years. But I want that championship belt back so bad right now, because if I am World Heavyweight Champion, that means I am the best at what I do. And I am a perfectionist. I'm a perfectionist in the ring. I'm a perfectionist out of the ring. And I've studied Ric Flair, and I've watched him, and I know the way he moves. I know the holds he uses, and I know that figure-4 leg lock, because I used to wrestle a fellow by the name of Jack Briscoe an awful lot. And during that time, I learned how to escape that figure-4 leg lock and actually reverse that hold. So it's going to be my skill against Ric Flair's, and I think I'll come out on top and win that championship belt.
You know,
ladies and gentlemen, this bout, one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first in the blue corner, from Italy, weighing 245 pounds, Nick DiCarlo. His opponent in the red corner, from Las Vegas, Nevada, weighing 256 pounds, Playboy Buddy Rose. The referee, Terry Yorkston, 1 fall, 20-minute time limit.
Well, Billy, here we have Playboy Buddy Rose from Las Vegas. And I do like his handlers, if I may use that term.
I was going to say, you know, the people here in the Gardens tonight, they may not agree with Buddy Rose's style of wrestling, but I'm sure that they'll agree with his taste for women.
His corner crew, let's call
we'll
him.
have to give him an A+ for.
Yeah, he would win the match on crew alone. But
How would you rate his assistance there on a scale of 1 to 10?
20.
20. Well, everybody in the building is standing. Yeah, we're catching up the hair of
should
the
look good when he
Playboy.
goes off to work.
Yes.
Down in Vegas, you get to go first class.
That's right. What do they say? It doesn't cost that much more, so you might as well go first class. Well, they're leaving. And now, Buddy Rose is going to be on his own. Well, I wonder if it's Carlo. Now the Playboy comes off, sets him up with that elbow. Down he comes. And I don't know. It could be over right here.
He's in trouble.
It's the 2 count.
Here comes another drop.
Backs off, lines him up. Ooh, and comes down with
Vicious
a knee. Right to the forehead.
DiCarlo in.
Well, Carlo's not out of it yet.
He's able to break that pin, but he can't get up.
Now the Playboy.
Now.
Ooh, and a good move on that.
DiCarlo suddenly comes to life.
Does he ever? Ooh. Rose catching that side backbreaker. Down he goes. Quick pin there. 3 count, Mike, and it's all over.
That's it. Let's go down to Norm Kimball for the official result.
Let's just let it be said that everything that comes out of his mouth is as good as gold. You can believe it, and you can put it in the bank. If what I say I back up, and if what I say is true, then it must be good. If I tell you I got a $20,000 diamond ring on my head, you better believe it. If I tell you I got a $10,000 gold watch on, you better believe that too. And Toronto, if I tell you I'm the best that wrestling has to offer, then you know that's true because I'm the world champion. And tomorrow night, right here in Toronto, in the Maple Leaf Gardens, the gardens that Flair built, that's what they're saying around the wrestling world. I put Toronto, me and my pal Frank Tunney, put Toronto on the map. The greatest wrestling city in the world. And I had a lot to do with it. And Doris Funk Jr., you were nobody else. It's going to take that away from me. I love Toronto, and Toronto loves me. They love the world champion. And tomorrow night, woo, in the Maple Leaf Gardens, Funk, it's going to be party time, and you're going to be mine, Daddy. Woo!